Welcome to the most positive and influential show on the internet, mainly because Ryan is here. Geeks and Gamers Daily. We only talk about the things that we love because negativity does nothing for anyone except for us. Hi, Ryan.
It does a lot for me. We're actually going to talk about some celebrities being pretty negative about the current state of the franchise or industry that they're in. So it's pretty ironic. But yes, this is definitely, we're the most positive morning show you can find.
Yep.
Influential. Yeah, obviously everybody knows I'm a super big deal. So obviously we're very influential as well.
Yeah. Positivity and influential. That's what Geeks and Gamers Daily is known for. So if you're out there, if you're telling people like, hey guys, if you're looking for some, morning show to watch on YouTube, these guys are super positive. They bring a lot of, good vibes, everything like that. That's what we're known for. So we're happy about that. But hello, chat. How's everybody doing this morning? Hope you're doing well.
If you're trying to watch on your cell phone and you have AT&T, you're probably fucked today. That's what we've heard. I don't know. I have Verizon, so I'm fine.
Yeah, man. Apparently there's outages all over the place. I don't know. I haven't seemed to have any. There's been no effect on me. Like right here we go. Okay, this is ALX tweeted this out right here.
Just sounds like everybody's getting a taste of what it's like to have Cricket Wireless or Boost Mobile.
Yeah, so cell phone hell. More than 60,000 AT&T customers say they're unable to make calls in nationwide cell outage. So here's the
thing, what's what I don't get about the graphic though, and I don't know where the graphic was pulled from. It's like, hey, more than 60,000 AT&T customers say they're unable to make calls, but then it's like every service on that graph. So it's I don't know.
And there were reports, and it's right here. Share this tab. Nationwide, AT&T, Verizon, T-Mobile outage affecting all national phone carriers. 911 down for many.
I don't believe that.
So
I like Eric Daughtry's. Bro's sending a message to people who can't view it because they have no cell service.
That sounds like something Ryan would say whenever we're like, refresh if the stream is lagging.
Yeah. I've been being a jackass about shit like that since I was in like fucking middle school. Like when teachers would say, put your hand up if you can't hear me, I'd fucking like roast them. Dumbest fucking thing ever.
Ryan really hates stuff like that.
I hate that shit. Hey, if you can't see the stream, just refresh.
Yeah, if you can't see or hear the stream, or if your internet is out,
breaking. You might not be able to call 911, but if you're one of the people affected, you won't see this.
Oh man. So has anyone in the chat had any issues from your cell phone provider? Let us know. But yeah, I mean, I have Verizon, so I rarely have any issues. I mean, I pay for it, although occasionally I'll be like in really like a really populated area. There'll be like a Verizon store right across the street and I can't get a signal for some reason, and I'm like, I've literally been in the fucking middle of nowhere and had a better signal than I do right now with Verizon. What is going on? It drives
There's a couple, like when Jeremy's driving between Orlando and Pensacola, there's like a couple places where your internet or your cell service goes out.
Yep.
That's in the middle of fucking nowhere.
Yeah, it's so annoying. But good morning, everyone. All right. Ryan's Pixelated Aggression for $2 says, good morning, gentlemen. Look at that. Isn't that nice? That's very nice. We appreciate that.
That's a fucking old picture of me.
Cellular Dream for not 199 says Jeremy is gay. Gary's Beard Dingleberry says, how much do you pay Gary for being in the chat so we can pretend you are big shots? All fake. Jay's office is CGI. Ryan's skin isn't really yellow. I can neither confirm nor deny any of the accusations made in that super chat. Except for Ryan.
My skin still look yellow.
Actually, no.
Yeah, ever since they turned off my main light, it hasn't looked that way.
I've got the whole orange man bad vibe going. It's almost like red man bad vibe going. I mean, I don't have my I'm operating off the webcam here. And I don't know, how does my lighting look here? Look different than normal, or
I had you over on the side, so I usually try to not look at you.
respect that. I respect that.
I don't know. You look pretty gay, so it looks fine.
Okay.
Normal.
That's
What do you got going on in the background there? Some anime girls about to, her eye just plunged into you there.
It's Chrono Cross.
Okay.
How the fuck do you not know that? It's literally
I only know that you play it in the background, but I'm not familiar with what it actually looks like.
So
well, now I got the logo, so all I would have to do is wait 5 seconds.
Mm-hmm. That's what he tells the ladies. Let's see. Beardo's secret illiterate racism says, I love the fact that Ryan always smiles. He's a smiler. He is a smiler.
Yeah, like people complain about that. Like people that I took some pictures with at the meetup or whatever, they're like, you didn't even smile. I'm like, I feel like I did. Like I was attempting to. Like that's just how my face looks when I smile. Like it doesn't change very much.
Oh man.
Like my smile for pictures is like this.
Me, yeah, I don't like smiling.
And most people, that's not enough for some people. So.
Yeah. So Sideways Stan says, let's start calling Ryan John Dice.
Why?
I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that one.
I'm not a teeth smiler. I'm not like a. I don't do that. I don't know. It looks weird.
Osmora 199. It does. It looks really weird. Osmora 199 says, "Hey, Ryan and Jeremy. Hail the 199. Thank you, Osmora." Let's see. Shadow Saiyan says, I find it funny how Jeremy was talking about bringing back Battlefront 2 streams back, and now OG Battlefront Classic Collection gets announced. Yes, I'm really excited about that. I can't wait. I can't wait. I see Gary in the chat. The Next News Network is in the chat. What's up, guys? What are you laughing about?
Somebody's Easter Island head smile. Yeah, it's kind of what it feels like. It's very unnatural for me. Look at this old ass picture. Pixelated Ryan's pixelated aggression. This is what I look like when I'm mad.
Isn't that when you want to match a Fortnite?
That's the first time I ever played Fortnite, and we won a match.
You were so hyped. You were so.
I was hyped to shoot some. Well, we're not going to rephrase it. Not going to phrase it that way.
That one.
I was hyped to beat the shit out of a bunch of little kids. Is that better? In Fortnite.
Josh 316 in the house with becomes a new member, and Gremlin drops 10 gifted memberships. Let's freaking go. Thank you guys for the support. Yeah, shout out to CobraCast last night, man. We had like 6,000 people watching last night.
That's a lot of people
just on YouTube. It was crazy. It was awesome. And that channel's been popping pretty good. And I did float the idea that I'm gonna probably I've got to probably commit to doing like 5 days a week CobraCast. And I'm not sure how I'm going to work that yet. But yeah, you know, I mean, Thursdays is not a problem, but Tuesdays is the problem. But with the election going on, I don't know. Maybe we start maybe I get the guys to do a gaming stream. The guys and the girls can do a gaming stream on Tuesday. I don't know yet. So we'll see. No, Ryan's not coming back to main event. All right. It ain't happening.
That's a big negative on that one.
He's focused on Ryan runs this. He runs Sports Wars and he runs this show, and he has his own shit going on.
Yeah.
So there's a lot. Thank you, Next News Network. Appreciate you guys. It was awesome. It was awesome. All right, we got some topics to get into. So Ryan, what's the first thing?
Well, I guess we can talk about good old Mark Ruffalo, one of my favorite human beings.
Oh yeah.
But he actually said something that's very accurate. But because like of him saying this, it really shows how bad things truly are. Yesterday, we had another big article come out about the Marvel Cinematic Universe. This is following, a couple months back where they revealed all the chaos going on behind the scenes, all these things that are getting rebooted. Well, now another big piece has come out and revealed some things about the current state of the MCU, how Marvel is quietly retooling amid superhero fatigue. The studio's golden box office aura has been dented, but chief architect Kevin Feige isn't scrapping his years-long universe plan, just refining it. They're not going to give up, says an insider. And I can't help but just look at this pizza on the side here. from Little Caesars. It's very that's more distracting than that the best video game of 2023 with that AI woman with massive tits. This is way more distracting than that for me.
I agree. That looks really good. I actually bought one of those. Is that the one's like half breadsticks, half pepperoni? Is that what that one is?
This is half like cheese sticks, half pepperoni. Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I meant. But
this one specifically is bacon on top of the cheese sticks.
Does it? Okay. Mm-hmm. It looks good though, man. It looks really good.
Yeah, Little Caesars breadsticks are where it's at. Like the crazy bread.
Like, why don't we get why wouldn't a pizza place sponsor us? Well, you know, like I turned down I talked about this on Cobra Kai. I turned down this big sponsorship. Because why can't a pizza place sponsor us? Don't you think me and Ryan would like completely like sell your pizza as much as we talk about food?
Maybe they've heard me talk about all pizza and they're like, wow, this guy's praise probably doesn't mean too much if he eats like 7-Eleven pizza and is happy with it. Maybe that's kind of our barrier of entry. They're like, this guy's palate's very unrefined.
Yeah.
We heard about his McDonald's burritos. It's like, yeah.
It'd make a lot more sense if we were sponsored by a pizza company, but hey, it is what it is. Everybody thinks I turned down Raid Shadow Legends. No, I actually would accept Raid Shadow Legends. I'm thinking about accepting a sponsorship from them.
Well, you got to play it, though. You got to play it. Anyway, let's get back into this. But in the midst of this article, which reveals a bunch of shit, including all the different things that they're kind of starting from scratch, all the different writers they fired, directors they've fired, all the stuff they're working on, it's also basically an admission by everybody, including the mainstream media, that Marvel has failed. Like, that's why all this is happening. And apparently, someone who feels the same way, someone who feels like Marvel has lost their way, is actually one of the stars of the MCU, and that's Mark Ruffalo. Hulk star Mark Ruffalo has said the Marvel Cinematic Universe had more mystique before the Disney Plus streaming expansion, and also explained why he probably won't get a solo film. Well, other than the fact that I don't know if people are really asking for a Mark Ruffalo Hulk solo film.
Yeah, let's be clear. Like, you're the side chick of the Hulk actors, okay? That's what Mark Ruffalo is, all right? Edward Norton was a superior Hulk in every single way, shape, or form. It's not even close. But he was a douchebag and hard to work with, apparently. So they basically just went with you're basically like that safe, like 6. That's what you are. You're the safe chick that won't cause any problems, yada, yada, yada. Like, you're not the girl that everybody wants. You're just a girl that everybody will put up with. That's what Mark Ruffalo is. He's not a star. Nobody gives a fuck about him. And he's basically just a fill-in spot for the Hulk role. But Edward Norton was superior in every way.
But Mark Ruffalo is right about this, and it's something we've talked about. Look at the comparison here. Speaking of GQ, Ruffalo commented on the MCU's expansion into TV shows, which he was a part of, by the way, with She-Hulk, which saw it balloon from 12 hours and 24 minutes in phase 1 to 54 hours and 40 minutes in phase 4. That's how much MCU content there was in phase 4. 54 fucking hours. I think the expansion of streaming was exciting, but the thing about Marvel movies, you had to wait 3 years, and that created mystique. These corrections could be really positive things. Will it be what it was? I don't know. So even Mark Ruffalo, while trying to sell people on his Hulk solo film, is admitting that he doesn't think the MCU can actually get back to where it was before. And I think it's a multitude of reasons, right? I think one of them absolutely is the fact that when you have a new streaming show coming out every fucking week, 54 hours of stuff. Now you've got Deadpool that's tied into your Loki series, all these things that people have to watch just to keep up with it. That's part of the reason. More than anything else, it's terrible fucking storytelling. But certainly, like, the idea that they wanted to get all these 10 streaming services or 10 streaming shows to launch their streaming service, that was a huge detriment to a lot of things that they've done.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, I felt like even at the height of the MCU, I felt like it was oversaturated. But it still worked, obviously. You know what I mean? Now, it's just completely, there's a combination of there's way too much content and the content's not good. That's really what it comes down to. There's way too much content and the content's not good. And I guess on top of that, it's not that it's not even good. It's that it's woke. That's a recipe for disaster in every way, shape, or form. But yeah, I mean, like I said, when the MCU was at its height, I was never as invested in it as I wanted to be. I didn't hate it. I didn't dislike it. I just felt like, man, there's just way too much here. Even though they did do a good job of keeping that connective tissue pretty easy to understand and easy to follow. But once you expand it into like, I have no idea what's going on with the MCU anymore. Now, to be fair, I haven't seen a lot of the more recent movies, and I haven't seen it. I don't have I seen any of the Disney Plus shows?
That would be a question that you could answer, not me.
I'm trying to think. Like, I don't know if I've seen any of the Disney Plus shows in their entirety. I think the most I watched was probably WandaVision. I think I watched WandaVision, at least like half of that, because I found that to be pretty interesting. At least the first half of it was pretty interesting, but I don't think I've seen them. Anyway, the point being is that it's way too much to keep up with. Way too much. No, I didn't watch all of Moon Knight. Didn't watch all of Loki. Only watched the beginnings. What else has been on there for Disney for their?
Well, you had to watch Miss Marvel, right?
No.
Secret Invasion?
No.
Hawkeye?
No.
Oh, you're missing so much excellent content. She-Hulk?
I probably watched I think I watched most of She-Hulk. That's right, because we talked about it on FNT. I watched most of She-Hulk. Unfortunately, I watched most of She-Hulk. God, fucking hated it.
Which is really funny that we bring up She-Hulk, because then Mark Ruffalo talks about why he doesn't think he'll ever get a solo movie. And he says this: I'd love to do a standalone Hulk. I just don't think that's ever going to happen. It's very expensive if you did a whole movie, which is why they use the Hulk so sparingly. I priced myself out. Literally, he was part of a fucking like 13-episode or 9-episode comedy series that cost $225 million because of all the CGI for She-Hulk. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. I don't think that that's the problem. There is like some right stuff going on with Hulk specifically, I do believe as well. But yeah, Mark Ruffalo, though, kind of, again, everybody's late on this. We've been talking about the failure of the MCU for years. And for years, the mainstream media defended it. The actors defended it. Now that they're being publicly forced to admit that everything's fucked up, and don't call it a reboot, we're going to retool everything. Like, that is really what we're looking at. And that's the thing that's making everybody finally go, you know what? There is a problem with the MCU. I'm glad to bring that up. The fuck?
There is a massive problem with the MCU now. Is that the case? He can't get a solo movie because Universal owns distribution.
That's what I was saying. I think that there's an issue with rights when it comes to the Hulk. So
for those that don't know,
to be clear, there's an issue with rights when it comes to Spider-Man, and things got worked out too. So like, but I imagine that they're not going to do something like that for Hulk.
Well, and that's the point I was going to make, is that there's not enough meat on that bone. You know what I mean? Like, Spider-Man obviously is probably the most profitable superhero in the world, right there with Batman. Those are the two biggest superheroes. With the Hulk, who's really asking for a Mark Ruffalo Hulk solo film? Nobody cares. No one would go watch that. And as much as I loved Edward Norton's, Hulk movie, I'm not sure that would have really gained a ton of big traction either. You know what I mean? I can't see that being up there with the Captain Americas and Thors and things like that, even though I really loved that version of the character. I don't see the Hulk. Like, the Hulk is obviously a massive name, a character that everybody knows, but it's hard to really justify that as like this. What was the one, the Ang Lee Hulk movie? Remember that one? I don't remember how much that did, but like, Hulk is
Eric Bana.
Yes. Yeah. I didn't like that movie at all. Did you like that movie?
I didn't particularly love the Norton or the Bana one, to be honest. I wasn't a big fan.
You didn't like the Norton one either?
It was like, whatever. I just didn't care too much about it.
Racist.
I should like Edward Norton.
Yeah, Edward Norton. Like, Edward Norton's probably a lot like you. He's very difficult. He's not happy with anything. Most people don't like him, and he played an extremely racist role in American History X.
Yeah, exactly. I actually feel like a lot of kinship with Edward Norton. But yeah, the movie was like whatever to me. I haven't been like blown away by either of those Hulk movies. But the problem with Mark Ruffalo's Hulk is since his first appearance, right? Which I think he was fine in Avengers. When they brought him in, the way they worked him in there, I liked him, like the first Avengers movie. ever since that, it's just been this like steady decline to complete and total cuckery for him.
Yeah, especially when you see where he ended up, with Infinity War and Endgame and all of that. Like, holy shit.
He couldn't get it up. He couldn't get it up for the entirety of Infinity War.
But that's the thing is, so I thought like in Infinity War, he was utilized perfectly for the basically putting Thanos over. You know what I mean? It's like that sets the tone. Yes. You're like, holy shit. Thanos just wrecked the Hulk. At that point, that should have been it for the Hulk, because it puts him over completely. You know what I mean? Puts Thanos over completely. But the way that they brought him back and he's all like, what was he, a metrosexual Hulk or some shit? I don't know what the hell he was supposed to be. I don't know what the hell he was supposed to be.
Well, they do the whole Professor Hulk thing, which really just it just makes, again, it's for so that he can be more humorous and blah blah blah. But I hated how they utilized Professor Hulk in the whole thing. I think they did it way too soon. I don't think we had enough of Hulk. But we are where we are, and now he's just that. He's just fucking Professor Hulk now. So he's gonna be in this fucking Captain America movie.
Yeah. And this is what's the latest on the NWO Captain America movie, which would have been the best title for it.
It's getting completely and totally reshot and rewritten. Like they're gonna film basically the entire movie over again. I'm sure Harrison Ford loves that. Dude. Think of how grumpy I am about shit. Imagine Harrison Ford having to come back, agreeing to do this fucking MCU movie, go on set, do all this shit, having to come back and reshoot the entire fucking thing over something he probably does not give a fuck about.
Oh, he doesn't care about anything, which is kind of what we love about Harrison Ford. But yeah, back to the kind of bringing it back to Mark Ruffalo's comments. So ultimately, this is the MCU. This is what fans have been saying for a long time. It would probably benefit you to listen to the fans and listen to, YouTubers that are talking about this, because we kind of know what we're talking about from that perspective, because we're just responding to what you guys have been doing. That's it. There was no prediction or whatever. It was like, hey, this is what's happening. This is what's going on. And now you've got Mark Ruffalo essentially confirming everything we've been saying for years. Thanks for catching up. But yeah, it's not surprising. Not at all. This is the MCU right here. Oversaturated, woke, and not good. That's not a good combination ever.
It's pretty bad. It gets you the Marvels. So
yes, exactly.
Gets you the Marvels. Let's catch up with some of these super chats over here. Andy plays games, member for 8 months. Can we go back in time and make Sydney Sweeney Captain Marvel instead? If not her, who would have been a better one instead of Ryan's girlfriend?
I mean, I don't think that there's a way. Like, Captain Marvel was never going to be a good movie, regardless of who was in the movie, if it's still the same movie. You know what I mean? It was, Brie Larson is just a very unlikable person. But I mean, was Wonder Woman 1984?
Gal Gadot.
Are we going to say? Yeah. Are we going to say we're going to change her out and go? It was so. I don't think that adding a hot chick like Sydney Sweeney to it's going to change the perception of the bad movie.
That's right. We're on the Brie Larson redemption arc here on the Geeks Gamers
don't do this wee bullshit, okay?
I didn't say a damn thing. That was you. You basically just pushed all the blame away from Captain Marvel onto everybody else other than Brie Larson. I didn't say a damn thing.
I am not affiliated with Ryan Kennel or Geeks and Gamers at this point.
I didn't say shit. That was you. General Duality for $2. Sean Strickland got pulled from Nitro Cross. Sounds like the advertisers forced Nitro Cross's hand on the decision since Sean is so divisive. I was hyped for the event. What BS? Hail. Yeah, I saw him post a fake apology basically on Twitter. Be like, so I got pulled from Nitro Cross. I guess I need to say this. 1, trans women are better at sports than anyone. Sorry, I was so distracted by your dick and balls that I couldn't see how you have such a big heart. Like it's what he posted on Twitter.
Sean Strickland is awesome. I still feel he was robbed if out of his title. Like I watched that fight. Now I'm not going to pretend that I'm a UFC like aficionado, but like but I do know sports. And when it's something that close, the champion should always get the benefit of the doubt on like a near tiebreaker of sorts. You know what I mean? And it just doesn't feel like he was given that same opportunity.
I think really like, again, I think it was pretty close. I don't think he got robbed necessarily. I think the biggest thing is that they missed that. It was an unintentional headbutt, I think, but they missed that headbutt that fucked up his eye, which is, I think, the reason he ended up losing. And I don't think it was dirty or anything. It just happened in the middle of it. But I do think they missed that aspect. That's one of the reasons he ended up taking so much damage.
Yeah.
But here's what Sean Strickland
dude,
put
he is awesome. I guess he's not fighting at UFC 300, which sucks. I guess probably
that's too quick of a turnaround.
Too quick of a turnaround. So it would have been great. All right, here we go.
You guys, after being pulled from Nitro Cross, there's only one thing I can do now. Apology tour. Trans women are the best at sports. I was too focused on your dick and balls and not your heart. And also, Machine Gun Kelly had a really dope purse and Dracula outfit on. We good now? He doesn't give a shit.
How is Machine Gun Kelly a thing?
He just tattooed himself black.
I know. Well, I couldn't tell if those were like AI images or not. What, like, is his whole body now black pretty much? Like I couldn't tell because the pictures looked like AI generated, so I had no idea. But as much as I'm not a big fan of Eminem these days, I mean, Eminem pretty much ended, his whole entire career with that diss track. I can't remember the title of it now. What was it? Kill Shot? Was it Kill Shot? Is that what it was from Eminem? Am I right about that, chat? I think it was Kill Shot. But yeah, Machine Gun Kelly is just the worst. He's like Frost is a more manly version of Machine Gun Kelly. Frost is more manly than him. That's how pathetic he is. Kill Shot, yes, okay, yeah. And I don't even think that was Eminem's best work, but it just destroyed him. I can't believe he tried to go after Eminem though. Weird beard. Remember that line? Weird beard. Weird beard.
God.
But yeah, so hopefully Sean Strickland just continues to roast him and make fun of him.
Where are we? Oh, I almost said orangutan. Let's do that. Orangutan for 10. Was at a bar not long ago, and a dude fell out of his stool out cold. No one could get service, so I told Bargle to use a landline. It's reliable, and first responders can track the location. Well, good thing they had a landline, orangutan.
He said orangutan.
Because I've had to say that so many times, like reading dumb shit, that now I see that and I almost want to say it. Thank you, orangutan. Yeah, listen, passing out is scary. It's fucking scary shit. Tomac for $20. Chrono Cross may have the best Bool mage. It kind of sucks. Sprig are trapped in a Van Gogh painting. Also, you got turned into is kind of mid.
Well, if you watch, so you can go right now and anybody can pull it up, but like, because a lot of Chrono Cross obviously is follow up Chrono Trigger. Chrono Trigger is still the better game, but you can, the opening sequence for Chrono Cross, go watch it. The one's playing behind me with the music on. It's probably the best opening ever for a video game, and that's a high bar because there's a lot of awesome opening cinematics, but that one is amazing.
Gremlin Anku for 10. Go to Good Guys Pizza in North Tonawanda, New York. They will deliver you a pizza in Florida. I had one delivered in Germany when I was in the Army. Great pizza. Well, I'll check. I don't know how quickly they deliver. I'm kind of hungry now, but I'll check them out.
I'm pretty hungry.
Good Guys Pizza. Right, Good Guys Pizza. Tobias for 20. Sad day. One of the men considered a founding father of the furry fandom, say that 5 times fast, died on the 20th. Mark Merlino died from stage 4 liver cancer. He's also credited with helping to create the cartoon/fantasy organization RIP. Well, Tobias, sorry to hear about that, man. That sucks.
That was the most genuine thing. Yeah, that was the most genuine thing Ryan will ever say to you about furries.
Well, that's not the most genuine. That's me trying to respect Tobias, and holding back on any of the furry hate. because of that.
That's what I mean.
Yeah,
That's what I mean. R.I.P. for real though. R.I.P.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know anything about the man, but that's cancer sucks. Shadow Saiyan for 10. So Jeremy, are Battlefront 2 streams coming back? If so, which one now that Classic Collection is coming up? OG or EA?
I mean, I think we would start out with the OG. It's just to see what the player base is like. I mean, neither, because EA version doesn't have a huge player base either. I enjoy the EA versions a lot, but yeah, I talked to Star Wars Theory about this, about playing some Battlefront with us. So now with that announcement, I think the OG is the way to go.
100%. There'll be more people playing it too.
Yeah.
Suns and Shadows. Remember, for 6 months. Any love for the movie Event Horizon? Had a new review drop. Was curious your thoughts, if any, on the movie. Hail to 199. Have a great day, all. It's been a while since I watched that.
It's been forever since I saw Event Horizon. I don't even remember it. I don't even remember Event Horizon. I know I've seen it a long time ago. Back in the day when I was watching movies like The Negotiator. Remember The Negotiator with Samuel L. Jackson? You ever seen that?
The Negotiator?
Yeah, with Samuel L. Jackson. Oh, it's so fucking good. So good. But like, so it's like movies were so good back in the day. They're all trash now. What have you heard about Dune Part 2?
That is fucking amazing.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you talked to anybody directly that's seen it yet, or just heard
I have just the vibe I've got from a couple people that I have like listened to their like thoughts on it, but not like no one's like told me about it. I'm going to see it Sunday without you, obviously. So
yeah, fuck off.
Beardo's secret illiterate racism. Ryan, what makes you cry? LOL.
Diversity.
Yeah, diversity. And also when animals die in movies, that kind of sucks.
Dude.
So.
That I can't deal with it, bro. I cannot watch sad animal movies. I can't do it. I am not equipped for this. I'm not built for that level of emotion. I can't do it.
I can watch like people get their heads blown off, like 100, 200 people. But if like a dog has some sort of like sad death in a movie, it's like, oh my God, why would you do that to me?
There's that one. Yes. Adam Magus just mentioned it. It's that movie with Richard Gere. Everybody has told me to watch. Is it Hachi? Is that what it's called? But everybody's told me to watch this. Have you seen like what this movie's about, Ryan?
No,
you haven't. Okay, so basically I'm gonna pull up. It's called. Is it Hachi? Is that how you say it? Hachi, A Dog's Tale. All right, and it's got Richard Gere in it. And let me see if I can find what the basics of it about. If I'm not mistaken, it's about like this loyal dog. Yeah. The incredible true story of a loyal dog who waited 10 years for his master's return. It's like he just waits in this spot for his master to return.
I don't like waiting 10 minutes to pick up my fast food.
And I've never, people have told me like, you got to watch it. I will not watch it. Right? I could barely get through Homeward Bound. Okay. I can barely get through Homeward Bound. The end when all the animals return, I'm like,
I watched
I don't want to talk about it right now. I want to cry right now thinking about the end of Homeward Bound. I'm not going Matt Jarbo. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it on the internet.
I watched Homeward Bound a couple weeks ago, like probably around Christmas time. And yeah, man, with Shadow's down there, when Chance is down there trying to, you can do it, Shadow. I'm just too old, Chance. I'm just too old. And he's fucking walking with the one leg. Fucking, how'd they get those fucking dogs to do that, by the way?
I know.
I kind of think they just fucking released those dogs in the wild and filmed them the whole fucking time. And they just like made the movie out of it. I don't think they trained him to do shit. I actually think Chance got fucked by that porcupine in the face. It's the only like reasonable explanation.
Homeward Bound is so good. It's so good. But yeah, I can't. That's the one thing I can't do. Like very few films do get me emotional, and it's usually, with, something like
kids and animals.
Yes. But definitely with the animal aspect, I stay away from. What's the other one? Marley and Me. Yeah, Marley and Me. I won't watch that one. People have told me forever, watch that. I won't watch Marley and Me. I just can't do it, man. Can't do it.
Let's stop
Eight Below.
talking about this.
Eight Below is amazing. I will say that. Have you seen Eight Below with Paul Walker? With the dogs, it's like it's basically.
I bet he wish he was going 8 below the speed limit.
Damn, dude. Brutal. Holy fuck. Holy shit, Ryan. Oh,
this is what I mean. Like, people, I don't care. Dogs, man. Pretend dogs. That's not fun.
Damn. All right, moving on. Ryan made it real uncomfortable.
All right. Somebody said Chance is I don't think Chance is a pit bull. Chance is like an American bulldog or some shit, right?
I thought he was an American bulldog. Am I wrong about that?
I believe he's an American bulldog. Someone says Chance in Homeward Bound was the reason I convinced my parents to get a pit bull. Well, you tricked them. Good job. Exalted Patriarch member for 9 months. Scanned in. Hope to see the 199 in Vegas. Roll Tide. Hey, we'll be there.
Roll Tide.
Our Master J with a couple super chats. I don't necessarily love the way you phrased this first one, but I'll read it. Our Master J for 10, who we got to see at the meetup here in Orlando, says, these are all thank yous from MegaCon. Finally just catching alive. Ryan, thanks for making me cry. You and the gay Republican have something in common. Again, I don't love the way you phrased that one, but I do know what you're talking about. And he follows it up here. Our Master J for 20. The tears were from my dad, who was in a coma, and I lost a week after. I'm really sorry to hear that, man. Thank you for the laughs and keeping my spirits up along this really tough time. As I told you both in person, what you do matters. Chat is MVP 199. Yeah, our Master J was like going through some shit, like with his dad and everything right during the meetup. So
yeah,
all love to you, man.
Yeah, man. Shout out to you. And we do, man. These meetups are so awesome to connect with you guys. Because look, man, you know, we're here. We're on the internet. We're always having fun. We're always talking shit. We're always, you know, it's meant to laugh and take people's minds off things. When we get to meet people in person, it's a different level. You know, you shake your hand. You get to hear people, hear their perspective. And it means a lot to us when that happens. And that's a whole different level. So we really appreciate you guys. So RIP, man.
And then again, our Master J for 10 says, I was lucky enough to win one of the gift bags. It was a great gift, but I didn't realize you were such size bigots. Giving large and he wears a small. This is payback for the gift card.
Appreciate you, man.
David Smart for 10. Hey guys, all hail the 199. I personally think a Hulk movie could work, but he needs to be redone. Bring in Grey Hulk and eventually do a World War Hulk film, which he is at his most dangerous. Yeah, they're way past that point though. Like, and how they could do that, I think. McCawk with 5 gifted memberships. Thank you, McCawk.
Let's go.
Dom H, our man Dom with 5 gifted memberships as well. Thank you. Wesley for 2. Jeremy, did you cry during Air Bud?
Didn't watch Air Bud. Not for that reason, too. I figure that's just a goofy, hokey movie, you know, that probably doesn't have any sad elements, but maybe I'm wrong.
I watched Air Bud. Then they turned it into like a franchise, and they've got
100,000 of those movies.
They do, and it's like now it's like Air Bud has kids, and it's like the buddies, and it's like buddies go to space and shit. It's like the craziest stuff. They ruined it. They oversaturated Air Bud franchise. Lord of the Ree for a buck.
At least it didn't go woke yet, so there's that going for it.
Well, Air Bud is actually in love with a chocolate lab, so it kind of did.
Did you see the Spiderwick Chronicles movie?
No.
You want to see this one really quick?
Sure.
I had this pulled up because I saw it today. Are you ready, Ryan? Are you ready? Are you a fan of the Spiderwick Chronicles, Ryan?
I don't know too much about him, but
all right. Well, you're gonna love this one, Ryan. Are you ready?
This is a new beginning, a fresh start. Welcome to Spiderwick.
Wow. This town is full of stories. Some are darker than others.
Is that Christian Slater?
What kind of creature is lurking inside Spiderwick? What?
magical creatures are real.
How is this happening? The world would be a better place without humans. That's why I'm going to consume them. And I am starving.
I'm the invisible.
Like Christian Slater has just one of the like his delivery and his voice for some reason, and everything is so funny to me, and I don't know why. He's like, I will consume them, and I am starving. It's like for some reason I can't take him seriously. I don't really understand why.
It's the key to save everyone. But we're just kids. That's why you can succeed.
What did that say?
Click clack, watch your back.
Oh, I thought it said you're black. Click clack, you were cast because you're black.
Jesus.
But in the comments right here on IGN, the first comment, why are they black now?
Well, I like the comma. The comma is so random.
Yeah, I know. Why are they black now?
Yeah. Yeah. I am not familiar with Spiderwick Chronicles.
Oh.
I don't know if they were all black and gay before.
Oh man.
I don't know. The
Yeah,
Christian
I just saw
Slater
that.
thing is so funny.
I think Blabs retweeted it and I saw it. I'm like, what the hell is this? And I looked at, I didn't watch the trailer. I just looked at the comments, and the first comment says, why are they black now? And I'm like, oh no, another race swapped identity politics. So here we go. Oh my gosh. But yeah, what a disaster, man.
Yeah.
I swear, man. Yeah. It's all a meme. It's all a meme.
We've got a $50 super chat from Disco Cobra. What's up, Disco Cobra? So I pretty much have my stream set up, streaming to Twitch, Kick, and YouTube. Is streaming still viable these days? Should I work on regular vids and shorts as well? I want to be as consistent as possible because I know it's hard starting out. What do you want to do?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of different ways you can look at this. I mean, ultimately, the best way to grow a channel is to make videos. You know, streaming, you don't grow that much with streaming unless you're hitting like hard-hitting topics. Consistency is the key no matter what you're doing, though. But if you're looking for the best way to grow, initially, for sure, it is making regular videos.
You need a balance. Yeah. Where am I? Then Disco Cobra for 20. This is after somebody said, Lord of the Ree in chat said, if you think Homeward Bound is bad, literally dozens of orange cats were killed in the making of Milo and Otis.
Jesus.
I was actually talking to somebody about Milo and Otis the other day because I like vividly remember the birth scene in that for some reason. Yeah, I used to watch Milo and Otis all the time. And here's another super chat from Disco Cobra. It says, Milo and Otis was a great family film, but I've heard horror stories. They literally put those animals in dangers to get the shots for that film. The bear scene, the cat falling off a cliff and all that, no good.
Oof.
It's a different time. Time. Shadow Saiyan for 10. I can't wait for Bearda to give OG Battlefront 2 an 8.9 rating. Corporal Orlov for 5. Hail 199. What up, bros? Bro 99. Ryan, you beautiful fucker. I'm finally listening to the Darth Plagueis audiobook. Holy shit, so good. Hashtag Avenge Star Wars. Hey, I'm glad you're finally getting into it. Tobias for 10. He's credited with helping to bring manga and anime to the US and was a major player in sci-fi and fantasy in the 70s. If you ever saw Totoro, Sherlock Hound, most Ghibli films, it's thanks to his help.
I've watched a few Ghibli films recently. Pretty damn good.
I'm known for being a big anime guy.
Oh, yeah. Ryan's big time anime fan.
Vault 95 survivor for $1. Towards the end of the movie Warhorse, I was legit worried they pressed a revolver against a horse's head. Also for the other horses. Good movie. I don't think I watched that. Wasn't that a Steven Spielberg movie?
That came out a while back, but I remember the poster and everything made it look really cool, but I heard a lot of disappointment. I don't think I watched that one, and it kind of flew under the radar. I don't think it did a lot. Was the Spielberg directed? I don't know if it was directed.
I
but
thought it was.
Spielberg will attach his...
Yeah, he did. He directed and produced.
Okay.
So, yeah, because whenever I look, every couple months would be like, God, Steven Spielberg, man, what's he done lately that's good? And we'll like look through the thing, and War Horse is always on there.
Yeah,
that's the only reason I knew that. I didn't watch it, so
he fell off.
He did, but I mean, he had his fucking run through the 70s and 80s, and
honestly,
is like unparalleled.
I don't know if you can. Yeah, like saying Spielberg fell off is kind of like. What he did in the 80s 90s will never be recreated. It won't be matched. It won't. There's just no way.
Yeah, between shit like Jaws, E.T., fucking Indiana Jones, Jurassic Park, like I don't know if it will ever. I don't think we will ever see it just because of the way Hollywood is and everything now.
Yes,
but I mean, definitively, obviously, the past couple of things he's done have been a little bit disappointing, I think. But when you set the fucking bar that high, it's pretty easy to fall off.
Yeah.
George Ramirez for 5. Sup, Rigas. This AT&T SOS signal BS sucks, even here in Puerto Rico. Hope to see you guys play Battlefront Collection. Hear Ryan yell, "Are you retarded?" Well, thank you. I would like to play. That's something I actually will play once at least with them.
You heard it here first. You heard it here first.
Mike, let's see, Mike Cosmix. I don't know how to say that. I think if they're with the OG Miss Marvel route instead of making her Captain Marvel, yeah, that'd be Sydney Sweeney would be awesome for that role, 100%. Bradley Scott, member for 11 months. Speaking of animal movies, Jeremy, fishing video. Thanks, guys.
Maybe one day.
Nah. Anima Chains for 10. The Negotiator's so damn good. Awesome 90s action movie. Die Hard level.
Say that again.
The Negotiator is so damn good.
Yeah,
awesome 90s action movie. Die Hard level.
Yes, it is absolutely fantastic. I can't believe you haven't seen that one, Ryan.
I don't think I've seen it. No.
Yeah, you should totally like it. I promise you will love The Negotiator. It's really freaking good.
Gary's Beard Dingleberries for 2. What's with Olive Garden breadsticks? They're like crack. What do you mean? Where'd that come from? I love Olive Garden breadsticks. Tomac for $10. Yes, childhood trauma. I may need to remind people that Watership Down was a movie that came out. Never forget the hills are full of blood. Thank you, Tomac. The Cock for 2. I'm late. Did Jeremy say the N-word again?
No, but what is this? Do you see this live viewers thing up top all of a sudden? Are you seeing that?
Yeah, 3,000 people.
No. But like, there's another thing popped up there. Do you not see that?
No.
Look at what the fuck? I've never seen this before. Hang on, I'm gonna take a picture and you see it.
We got 3,000 people watching. I can't see that. And over on Rumble, we got 400.
So let's see. All right, how do you not see this? That's what I want to know. Anyway, keep reading.
All right. Repeat for 2. Positivity can go suck it. Thank you. RX Firm, member for 8 months. Let's go 199. I'll see everyone in Vegas. Cannot wait. Ryan, do certain things in military/war movies bother you? Every once in a while, but only if I have like legitimate personal experience with it. Obviously not everything is going to be accurate, but when it's something simple like a fucking uniform, like being worn properly or whatever, that's like such simple shit. It's kind of a shock that they fucked that up. But for most things, I'm pretty forgiving. I don't have like I'm not super anal about a lot of that shit. Hi Guy Reviewing, member for 5 months. 5 months, hells yeah. Hail the 199. Will y'all in the chat see the live action Avatar yet? Came out today. It's actually not that bad. I have not seen it.
Did you see that picture I sent you?
Yeah, but that's only if you're hovering your mouse over it.
No, it's not.
It is for me.
Yeah, my mouse is not hovered over it. So I've never seen that before.
Why don't you hover your mouse over it and then take it away and see if it helps?
No, it won't go away.
Our man J.H. Schwalbach for $10. Sydney Sweeney should play a property Supergirl, crash lands in the bay, rescued by Batman. She's totally nude, just like in the animated series. Then cheerleader skirt, lots of cleavage and costume. I wouldn't complain. Cactus for 420. Deshi, Basara. I hope it's not a racial slur. Joel Reese, member for 7 months. Don't be too hard on Spielberg. He did more for cinema than most people ever will. He even adopted a German Shepherd that has an OnlyFans.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know about that. What is that? Like, is something to do with his, like, a German Shepherd that has an OnlyFans? What?
It says German Shepherd that has an OF, so that's just what I think OF stands for.
I was like, what are you talking about?
Doesn't he have a daughter? Doesn't he have a daughter who's a porn star?
Yeah, I think so. Like, I was like, what? I was trying to, like, yeah, Spielberg's done a lot, but then you got that lot. I was like, wait a minute, that started registering as German Shepherd. What? Yes, but Spielberg has done, like, no matter how much people think he might be a bad dude or the all the rumors, whatever, what he has done is legendary and it will never be matched. It's not, it can't be matched. It can't. Like, I personally,
not in the current like state of Hollywood, the way movies get made and how long it takes to make things, like, no fucking way.
And there's just never gonna be like that perfect marriage of Spielberg and John Williams. You know what I mean? With like the timing and the era and the actors involved. Because you look at John Williams' scores that were added to Spielberg's movies with the iconic franchises and the iconic actors involved, you're just never going to get that. It's never going to happen.
Well, I mean, speaking of the decline of Hollywood, that's probably the perfect time to bring up this other story I wanted to talk about today. And it has to do with Natalie Portman. Because Natalie Portman, who recently did an interview and talked about some of her personal life drama like that, she also made a very interesting statement about the current state of Hollywood, which a lot of us have been talking about, and the rise of whether it's independent media or people watching other things. It has not gone unnoticed by a lot of people in Hollywood. Now, Natalie Portman doesn't really feel too bothered by it. There's a liberation to it. Natalie Portman finds the decline of movies as mainstream media to be a positive change. And it's all coming from this article. Natalie Portman says kids don't know movie stars anymore, but there's a liberation in having your art not be a popular art. This is the thing. This is the quote that's going around that's so fucking interesting because it's true, not necessarily in terms of us, but in terms of a lot of other people on this platform. The striking thing has been the decline of film as a primary form of entertainment, Portman says. It feels much more niche now. If you ask someone my kid's age about movie stars, they don't know anyone compared to YouTube stars or whatever. And then she said, because it's not as popular anymore, there's a liberation in kind of making what you want and not be super worried about it being appealable to a mass amount of people, blah, blah, blah. But what she's saying right here has absolutely been the case for a while. When it comes to celebrities and when it comes to whether it's like TikTokers or influencers or whatever, like kids don't want to be movie stars anymore. They want to be on TikTok, which is kind of crazy for society in general, but that is kind of where we are.
No, it is. I mean, I think that when I was watching, I think it was Benny Johnson's video with Critical Drinker and Gary. And they were talking about like the new age of movie star and that there's not really any movie stars. And there really isn't, but there are stars. They're just not movie stars anymore. And a lot of it is because of the movie star has really they've damaged themselves by having social media. You know what I mean? There's no aura around them anymore. And so now you have people that are YouTubers and Twitch streamers and all of that, and they're not presenting a false image of themselves to their audience. They are what they are. You can like them or not like them, but at least they're authentic. Whereas movie stars, they present this one image one way, and then they get on social media and they completely talk down to everyone and act like they're better than everyone. And it just creates a weird kind of view of them, and they just no longer have that aura around them like they used to. Whereas Twitch streamers are more relatable, YouTubers are more relatable, and that's what people are connected to. So
yeah, there's a scary element of it that every kid wants to be a fucking TikToker or whatever now. It's like, yeah, I don't know what that means for society in general, but it certainly is true, though, that people are, as Bob Iger recently found out, people are doing more than just watching Hollywood shit nowadays. Bob Iger just recently found out that kids are actually into playing video games, which, you know, stunning. One of the incredible executive, Bob Iger right there, finally making that realization.
How do you do, fellow gamers?
Yeah. I hear the kids are liking Fortnite.
Yeah. I mean, like they already failed. Disney has failed in a lot of different ways, and gaming is one of those things. They failed pretty miserably in gaming already, and I guess now Bob Iger's decided they're going to try to get back into gaming. I don't know how the Fortnite thing's going to go with Disney. I have no idea. I tend to believe that it will have little to no impact on Fortnite as it is, but at the same time, it is Disney, and once you bring that disease into the equation, it could spread. So I guess we will see.
Cable Watson for 2. Jeremy, is your favorite book the Bible, just like Trump?
Dude, I love that comment from Trump. Have you ever seen that?
Yeah, when like he can't name a single thing about the Bible. Yeah.
Do you prefer the Old Testament or the New Testament? Probably equal. That's what he said.
Yeah. Yeah.
To be fair, though, Trump does do that a lot, like the general kind of answer. But it was just so funny on the Bible one. Probably equal.
Yeah, it's like the easiest fucking question too. It's not like it was asked, "What's your favorite book in the Bible?" Right? Do you prefer the Old or the New Testament? Which is better? Booker T for 199. Ryan, I need a partner for the Rumble. You down, Ninja? Let's do it.
Dude, I like the dog. So we had that Mally Mouse girl on Tuesday Night's Main Event. You know who she is, right?
Yeah, she blew up like a couple months ago from that TikTok she had talking about the gays getting really mad at her.
Mm-hmm. And so we're main event. It felt like I had to explain every piece of lore to her because these super chats kept coming in, you know what I mean, or something would happen. And so, but then like the Booker T account was like, comes in there and he's like, he sends a super chat. He's like, Mally Mouse, we coming for you, Ninja. I was like, it just was so funny. Had to be really careful saying that, by the way. I've already slipped up on the word ninja once on the live
because
stream.
It was right on the tip of your tongue, Jeremy, because you say it all the time.
Oh, me? I've never ever said any offensive language driving around, or just referencing anyone on a game. I've never said anything offensive like that, Ryan. How dare you accuse me of such horrible stuff?
I know.
Okay.
My bad.
He only said it because he's used to saying the word.
Elite Neo for 20. Do you guys get a chance to try out the Contra Operation Galago demo that hit the Nintendo eShop yesterday? Definitely looking forward to the full. Galuga. Definitely looking forward to the full release next month. Spread gun still the GOAT. Homie missiles.
Spread gun is the GOAT. I know there's a demo out there. I think RGT85 had a video. I guess he was saying that he's not happy with it. I'm really confused on that. I'll have to watch this video later, but I'm absolutely looking forward to the new Contra game. I will not be playing it on Switch. As I said, play if you have a third-party game, play it on anything but a Switch. If you have another means to play it on, I'll be playing it on PS5 or Steam probably.
Japanese Demon Lord of Beer Lucifer for 5. Here's $5. Now someone show Ryan the rabbit scene from Ghost Stories. It's only 30 seconds long. I want to see the joy on his face.
I don't know if I want to see that.
Rabbit scene from Ghost Stories.
I don't know what that is.
Andrew CR for 2,500 check. Ryan sings I Want to Know What Love Is by Foreigner to his Brie poster. I want you to show me. David Smart for 5. Random thought. I wonder if that idiot Campia still calls Bob Iger Big Papa. Haha. Don't know. I'd have to watch a John Campia show to figure that out. The Tim K for 2. Drink more water. Jeremy is a bigga swigga ninja. Chris Bolts for 2. Old Yeller. Orangutan for 199. What if it's a diverse animal, Ryan? No comment. Ryan's pixelated aggression for 2. Mac and Me. Mac and Me.
Mac and Me's a movie.
Oh, I don't think I've ever seen that.
Mac and Me though. Have I seen Mac and Me? That's not the one with Joey from Friends, is it?
I haven't seen anything that Matt LeBlanc has done, like movie wise.
No, but what was that? What was that show in the? What was that? What was the show in Friends though? That there was like a. What was that show in Friends that he?
Oh, it might have been when he was the robot, like the robot, his robot partner, and he was a detective or something. It might be it.
No, Mac and Cheese is what was in Friends. Yeah, it was
Okay.
Mac and Cheese, but Mac and Me is the movie. Mac and Cheese.
Mac and Cheese. Dr. Dre Ramore. Lower
Alec
lips.
Baldwin's finger with 50 gifted memberships.
Boom.
Let's freaking go. Holy crap. ABF. What doesn't he do, Ryan?
You don't miss.
He don't miss.
Unfortunately,
He
for
don't
some
miss.
people on the set.
He don't miss. I used when I on Twitter a few last week. He tagged me in something, and I responded with the Jordan jumper against the Utah Jazz over Byron. Is it Brian or Byron Russell? Because I know Jordan mixed it up. What is it? Was it Brian Russell?
It's Brian Russell.
Brian Russell.
I think. Yeah.
I
got
think.
me wondering.
I know, but because I know Jordan was like he couldn't remember, and I think that guy kind of got offended by it or something. I
But
think it was Byron.
It's Brian, but it's spelled with an O, like Brian.
Okay.
So
okay.
like, if you just look at it, it's got all the letters of Byron.
Right, I got you. Okay.
But it's Brian.
Shout out to you, ABF.
Lower
you,
lips
brother.
liquor for 5. Jeremy, try to watch the original version of Where the Red Fern Grows.
I'll pass.
McCawk for 2. Homeward Bound. Fuck you for bringing that up. I'm sad now. It's a fucking good. What? It's a good ending though.
It is a good ending, but I can barely.
Chance gets turkey at the end.
Dude, it's tough to get through, man. It's tough. That end,
Michael J. Fox, bro.
Man, when that music starts playing, you know,
like he was just too old.
Oh man, it's brutal. It's brutal.
Yeah.
We have to stop talking about animal movies right now. All right. I am not. I'll go off camera. All right. Can't do this.
Edward Morris for 5. This is a remake of an adaptation from the 2000s. This must be Spiderwick Chronicles. I know how all of you feel now. I love those books when I was a kid.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like I'm not familiar with it, so I don't know if they're all black and gay in the books, but they look black and gay in this. Like, I don't know. Ryan's pixelated aggression for 2. Click clack. Why they all black? Fear the Tardo for 5. Hi guys, please tell Jay Tardo sorry for pee and Cheerios this morning. Thought be funny, but now realize go too far. Not do again. Lock it in. Yay.
Lock it in. Yay.
B1 Kenobi for 5. Have either of you seen the Bad Batch all-female superfans video on Star Wars Disney Plus Bad Batch Instagram pages? I have not, but I'll check it out. I tried to watch. I watched about an episode and a half of Bad Batch last night because we're gonna talk about it on Star Grift on Monday, and it's rough trying to get through that shit.
This right here, yeah. The never-ending story with the horse. Yes, that's tough, man. I love the never-ending story. I watched the never-ending story a lot when I was a kid. I love
like
that
it was
movie
never ending
so much. It's so good, so good.
Tobias for 5. Best advice I ever got. If you see a book with a dog on the cover and some award given to it, that dog is dead at the end.
Oh, no.
There you go. Alex P for 2. Movies were better with Harvey Weinstein in charge. You know what? They kind of were.
Holy shit.
Make Hollywood great again. Free Harvey Weinstein. Should we start that movement? He's not
Holy
wrong.
shit.
Xexa for 5. Next time you're in Olive Garden, ask for the salad dressing on the side to dip the breadsticks in. No. I'm not dipping my breadsticks in the salad dressing, although that is good. I always get a side order of the Alfredo sauce to dip the breadsticks in. That's what I do. So. T-Dog for 199. Keanu Reeves and Tom Cruise lost to Rachel Zegler. Yes, the People's Choice Awards. Rachel Zegler wins Best Action Movie Performance ahead of Tom Cruise, who literally jumped off a cliff, and Keanu Reeves, who fell down like 4 flights of stairs. Congrats to her.
I can't stop laughing. Movies are better with Harvey Weinstein.
It's true.
It's not. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Like I all of like when Kevin Smith, his good movies all have Weinstein in front of them. All of them.
Dave
God.
Chandler for 5. If you could pick one game to add to the G&G lineup, what would it be? My favorites are Mario Kart and Party Animals. I die laughing every stream.
Are you like, I don't know what you mean. Like, you asking the audience or you asking us? Like, we do need to play more Undercity Warzone, which is our Fortnite game that we have, that we've been working on. Obviously, Krista really wants to bring Splatoon 3 back. And I know it's had some huge updates. I haven't played Splatoon 3 in forever. So we're probably going to try to do that very soon. So I'm looking forward to that.
Beardo's Secret Racism for 2. Jeremy has never said the N-word. I can vouch.
Never.
Anakbamon for 2. Mac and Me is a bad ET ripoff made by McDonald's. Fuck. Holy fuck. Member for 8 months. Ryan would love Mac and Me. A kid in a wheelchair rolls down a hill and off a cliff, then later gets shot in the chest and dies in an alternate ending. Well,
See you later.
I'm more interested now than I was before. Ryan's Pixelated Aggression for 2. Clickety clack. I have now turned black. Is your profile black? Oh no. Spider Claw for 5. Jeremy, did you see Steph say she's never seen Never Ending Story? Fix that.
Yeah, that's got to be fixed. Holy crap. Clickety clack, bring Harvey back.
Yeah.
Is that it? Are we done?
I believe so, yeah.
Thank you guys so much. This has been a fun ass stream. I really do appreciate your support. Thank you for all the gifties and the super chats. We really do appreciate that. Other than that, what you got going on, Ryan?
I need to actually make videos. February's been I've been feeling like fucking a little sick and shit. Like all of February basically feels like I'm fighting something off. So I've been fucking lazy lately. I need to get to it.
I hear you, man. Well, I appreciate you guys. Thank you for liking the video. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. We do appreciate that. I don't know what I have going on today, but we'll see. Will I do something maybe later? I'm not sure, but I will be back at it tomorrow for sure. So let's see. Got one more. It just came in. Where'd it go? Hang on. Let's see. Jeremy Gooch for 10 says, careful, Ryan. Jeremy hates disabled vets who disagree with him. He tried throwing me out of the G&G house. He was screaming about Batman. Probably boops the nose of the picture of Biden in the secret room.
You're probably not wrong, Jeremy. You're probably not wrong. Luckily, listen, luckily he doesn't hate me because I'm not disabled.
That's true.
That's about it. There's a funny, people that have been in the fucking military know this, but like there's a funny clip going around of Judge Judy asking these people like why they're on military disability. And they like can't explain anything. There's a lot of people in the military when they get out. I mean, obviously a lot of people do have stuff that goes wrong with them and things like that, or things that gets fucked up while they're serving. There's a lot of people that lie about a lot of things because they don't check very closely, and you get like paid from the government the rest of your fucking life. And those two like just exposed a whole new level of shit that people had no idea about on Judge Judy. I just thought that was funny because he mentioned disabled veterans. But other than that, I think we're done.
All right. Lord of the Ree says that clickety clack send the. What was how did you take Chris Gore's new
and the
word?
Nigerian singers back?
There we go. It doesn't
sound much better.
It doesn't sound much better, but a little better. All right, guys. Thank you. We love you. We appreciate you. Have a great day. We'll talk to all of you later. Bye, everyone. Oh, 199 hats on 221 Be Tactical, and 199 bags temporarily available. So if you have not, please go over there, get your 199 backpack, 199 hat. Mods are going to be dropping links in the chat. And also Meta PCs, go over there, use the promo code 199 or Geeks. We appreciate all of your support over there. Have a great day.
Clickety clack. If you don't vote for me, you ain't black.
And we will leave it on that one. Bye, everyone. Have a good day.